What is going on, guys? It is Arden here, and I'm back with another car video. I got an update on the speed. Got the first mod. I haven't put it in yet. I got it sitting right here in front of me. I kind of want to unbox it and show you what I got, and then we'll go install it. So here we go. Also, side note, see these license plates? If you go sub to my Twitch channel, you get to pick out one of these, and I'll hang it up no matter what it is. Like, I've got an Alabama one right there, but I'm a Tennessee fan, so go sub to my Twitch. Just a little plug. The first mod I got is the Eonon, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Android unit. I'm sure if you're a Mazdaspeed guy, you've probably seen these. But I got I think there's a 9-inch and then an 8-inch. I got the 8-inch because I like how it looked. It looks a lot more stock. So I got the 8-inch one with, you know, the turn knobs and all that good stuff. But the reason why I got this is my car is not equipped with the tech package. So I don't have like the navigation and all that good stuff. You know what I'm talking about if you're a speed guy. But, which it's fine that it doesn't have that. The only thing I cared about was like the push start and then the easy access, like with the unlock button on the door handle. That's the only thing I cared about, but it doesn't matter to me that if I don't have Bose, because I'm going to replace the speakers anyway. But I got this unit. I'm planning to do I'm going to do an update video. So if you have any questions, go put them in the comments, and I will make a video going through every single comment and answering the question and showing, like say if you ask me, does your steering wheel button still work, I'll show a video of showing them working and stuff like that. So if you have any questions at all about this unit, put it in the comments and I will answer every single one of them. I'll probably make that video in a month or so I can gather a bunch of comments and answer them all at once. So be sure to comment if you have any questions whatsoever. Alright, let's break into the box. Let's go on a road trip. Alright, and yes, I'm currently sitting in my floor in my room, but here we go. I have already unboxed this, so I have seen it, but I put it back together just for this. There's a user manual. We'll get to that later. I'm sure this is some wiring harnesses and stuff like that, so I will get into that later. And I'm going to pull this out because I can't do it one-handed. They were doing a real cool thing online where if you bought, I think, a radio, they would give you free things. So they gave me 3 free things. They gave me a backup camera, a dash camera, which will kind of be kind of cool, and then the OBD2 reader, all for free since I bought this, which is awesome. But I also bought the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto dongle with it, so that's my little extra goodies that I have so far. When I get this unboxed and kind of look at the wires and stuff, I may order a couple other things before I put this in, just because I want to get all my accessories and everything first before I put it all in. That way I can just do it all at once and be done. Alright, we got it out. Came with brackets. It looks like 2 bags of wires and then the manual. But this is it. So I'm going to kind of take this apart and then I'll show you the whole unit. Alright. Got the unit out, and I really love the way this looks, just because it looks factory. That's the whole reason I bought this. If this wasn't like on the market, or anything like this wasn't on the market, I wasn't even going to replace the radio, because I like the way the factory ones look. The aftermarket ones look too aftermarket, and it's just like they all look the same in every vehicle, and I just like the clean look of it looks factory, but it's not factory type of thing. So I really like this. The knob clicks and the buttons feel pretty good. But I'm going to dig into these wires and look at them and see if there's anything I want to order, to put in with it. So the quality of this looks pretty great, honestly. I guess we'll see when we get it in there and see how it functions and stuff like that. Now this is something I really love. because most people don't send this, you know, on like how to even install the thing. They just kind of send you this, and they send you your wires and then your like dash kit and stuff, and they're like, all right, here you go, figure out how to take your old one out. And this one literally tells you like how to do it. See, like there's your old unit with the new one, and it tells you literally pop off the vents and, you know, unplug your hazard lights, and then there's going to be 2 screws. That is awesome. Not many people do that. I love that, because then you have to search for a YouTube video, and my pages are stuck together. But you have to like search a YouTube video and then figure out how to take your old one out and then put the new one in. And this just makes it easy. I love that. Alright, I'm sorry you can't really see that, but I've got all the wires out. It's kind of uninteresting to look at anyway. But it's got a microphone. I believe it's the GPS antenna. Some other kind of antenna that might be like the radio antenna. And, you know, some USBs. And I'm not real sure, but that's 2. There's a regular harness, and there's another harness. So we're going to go out to the car and, you know, figure some stuff out. I do know one thing I'm going to order. I think I can wire it, you know, underneath the console. I think I'm going to mount this in the center console, because, you know, there's an auxiliary port in there already. And I think I'm going to put the Apple CarPlay to this and mount this in the console. I think if I can do it, I'll have to look in the console and see. So I can mount just a regular USB and then the Apple CarPlay one to this, and then just have it ran in my console. But I'm going to go out the car and figure out if I can do that. Alrighty, I'm at the garage and ready to get this bad boy out. I'm so ready for this, because to me this just looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look very good, and this looks so much better. So we're ready to get this out. Alright, got factory radio out. That was actually really easy. It is right here in my lap. All I did was pop this out. You don't even need to unplug the little harness thing. You can just kind of flip it up and it'll stay. But there's just 2 screws right here, and then 2 clips that you kind of have to like pop out. Once you get those out, you can grab it and just kind of yank on it a little bit, because there's 2 more clips right here and here, and then it just pops out. And then just unplug the 3 wires. This one's a little difficult. This little plastic piece on the side, you just push it in and it slides out. Same thing with these. They just have a little push-in tab that you push out and just slide it out. Okay, I've got the wiring harness that they send to you. So obviously the big plug will go there, and then the smaller plug attached to the harness will go in that small plug that I was talking about. This one I'm a little bit confused on, because I don't know what these will go to in the back. I mean, obviously they'll probably go in here somewhere, but I got to do a little more, you know, reading on it and see where exactly it goes, and look at the wiring diagram that's on the top. But I haven't looked at that. So the rest of the wires, you know, I've got the antennas. Obviously I know where those go, the mic. There's a USB that has this little plug-in, which will go right there, and it's got 2 USBs. And then there's an extra USB that will go here. And then this one, I'm not sure what it goes to. I think it goes to the USB in front. This plugs in, and then it goes to a female USB. And then there's this harness that I have no idea what it goes to. I'm thinking that this is probably for the Bose. You know, if your car has factory Bose, which mine does not. That's what I'm thinking this is, but I'm not completely sure, because all of these are labeled, you know, front out left and front out right and rear out right and stuff like that. I think that's for the speakers, I'm assuming, and I think this is probably for the Bose system, which mine doesn't have, so I don't think I will be using this. That's just my prediction. I guess we will see. I guess the next thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to plug it up just yet. I'm going to run all of my wires, like my microphone and all of the 2 cameras and stuff like that. I'm going to run all of those wires now, and then I'll plug it all up, so I can just, you know, plug it all up, stick it in, and be good. So I'm going to run all of those wires, and hopefully it doesn't take me too long, but I think that'll be the most time consuming process. They tell you in the instructions to mount your microphone right up here, and then also the GPS antenna right up there in like that corner. So they tell you to take this panel off, so you can run your wires and stuff. But yeah, the radio antenna, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to put it somewhere up on the dash up there, kind of hidden, but kind of not, because I want to get good reception and all that, good stuff. But I'm going to begin running all of that stuff, and then hopefully put it all in, and it won't take me too long. Alright, so far so good. It hasn't taken me that long. I've got the microphone wire ran and through here. And then I've also got the GPS mounted and ran also. But little trick for you all trying to, run your microphone wire. I'm having trouble speaking. Get a zip tie and zip tie it to like a long screwdriver. I use this one, a real long one. Zip tie it to that, and then push your screwdriver through the hole that you're trying to go to. And because this wire is extremely flimsy, so it's not stiff to where you can push it and then grab it. So I zip tied it to this screwdriver and fed it through the holes, and then would grab it. And don't zip tie it so tight that you can't get the zip tie off. I did it to work just tight enough where it would stay right up here at the tip, and then grab the wire and just pull it real hard, and then the zip tie will eventually just pop off the screwdriver, and then you can run your wire. That's how I got it through the really tight holes down through there. Just a little advice. Okay. Running wires is the biggest pain in the butt. But if you do it right, it makes your car look good and it functions good. So I have dinner reservations with my girlfriend, who I haven't seen in a while because she's off to college like 2 hours away and blah blah blah. Y'all don't need to know that. But so I'm gonna go ahead. I've ran everything that is kind of essential. So I ran the microphone, the GPS antenna, and the radio antenna already, and I've got all the wires ready to be hooked up. So I just need to pretty much put it back together. The dash cam, the backup camera, and the USBs for the Apple CarPlay and the regular USBs I'm gonna run later, because I showed you that little thing that I want to install. So I'm gonna order that, and then when that comes in, I'll find a day where I can do the backup camera, dash cam, and those USBs. So I'll do those later. I kind of wanted to do it all today, but I don't think I have enough time to do it right and do it how I want it, especially not having those things, because I was going to run the USBs and just kind of leave it underneath the console. But instead, I'm going to do all of that later, maybe when I have some friends help and stuff like that. So I'm getting ready to put everything back together and then stick it in, and we'll be good to go from there. Alright, another update. I've got all this button back up, so I've got GPS antenna up there. That's not terrible, it's kind of out of the way. I don't really like, the microphone is just a clip. I don't really like that, but I mean, it's the best I could do. So they tell you to mount it right here, which honestly I think that's probably the best spot for it. So I've got everything zip tied to where it's kind of smaller in here, so I don't have wires just everywhere. So I'm getting ready to put it in. Alrighty, I just started the car. As you can probably hear it running, it's running cold, but just started it up. Let's see. This may take a while just because it's first boot up and all that. Awesome. Alright, now I just want to make sure, because I still didn't quite understand those. It looked like they're RCA jacks, duh, they are, but Still didn't quite understand those. So I just kind of took a guess with the wiring diagram here where it said something about front right output and stuff like that. I don't know if that's the speakers, because the speakers should be in the regular thing, so I don't know. Okay, I think it sounds like only one side's working, so can I just pull up there we go. Let's go to a station here. I'm gonna make sure this is all functioning right, so give me 1 second. I'll bring you back. All right, everything is in. I'm gonna button everything back up and get it all situated, and probably, you know, clean my whole mess here. And I'm gonna stick it in, you know, make sure everything's good and secure. And then the next part of the video will be me installing the dash cam, rear view camera, and the Apple CarPlay stuff. All right, final fitment. The fitment is okay. There's still a big, like, trim is kind of up right here. Up here, it's actually phenomenal. It's very flush with the vents and everything. But right on the edges and down below, there's a, I don't know if you can probably see it. There's a fairly decent gap right there. But I mean, it still looks pretty good. But the fitment isn't the greatest. But yeah, there's final product of it in. Time to do the most satisfying thing to do. Here we go. Oh yeah. Alrighty guys, it's been a couple weeks actually since I've got everything installed. I've had a chance to, you know, kind of play with it and stuff. But I told you I was going to come back and show you all of the extras that I kind of put in. So I'm going to show you that right now. It's kind of a cold day right now, so I'm going to hop in the car. Alrighty, here we go. So it is installed here. I don't know what the heck that is. But first things first, you know, I showed you this already, but there's the GPS antenna, and you got the microphone. And this I had been saying was a radio antenna. I believe it's actually the Wi-Fi antenna. I put it right here because I didn't want to route it over here and then it just be jumbled up over there. And I also didn't want to put it over there, so I just put it right here. It's kind of an easy spot to, you know, put it up there. There's a little hole that I stuck the wire through. But the next thing I wanted to show you was the dash cam. It is right here. I put it right below the mirror. It's actually kind of hidden. Like, this is my driving position, so you can't see it other than that wire right there. I mean, I probably could have made that a little neater. But you know, it's not that bad. Like, you can't even see it unless you like lean down and look for it. But it's pretty cool. I'll show you on the screen here. It's under DVR right here. As you can see, I've downloaded some apps and stuff, but it's under DVR. And there you go, you can see, you know, the door and stuff. The camera quality is actually excellent on this thing. I think you have to install an SD card, I think, in here. I haven't popped this off, so I don't even know if it's in there. So, or you have to plug in like a USB drive into one of the USBs and stuff. But yeah. The next thing I wanted to show you was the backup camera. If you have any questions, like I said, and about any of this stuff, anything at all, put them in the comments, and in about a month or so, I will answer every single comment that's on this video. So the backup camera, I kind of installed in an odd spot. I kind of watched a video on installing one on one of these cars, and I took that guy's advice. So I'll put it in reverse here. Here's the backup camera. Quality isn't the greatest in the world. And here, I'll take it back out. And right there is where I installed it. You can see it. I put it on that little trim piece. So you can kind of see it, you know, in your rearview mirror, but it's not that bad. And my car is not tinted. I'm sorry if my exhaust is a little loud, but my car is not tinted very dark. So, and you can just barely see it up there. And the reason I put it up there is, one, I didn't want to put it down here because that would be too low and it wouldn't even be worth it. And I also didn't want to, you know, like drill into the wing or down here, like underneath the light. And I didn't want to drill in the wing. So I'm gonna open this up and show you. And it was kind of easier to put it right here. So I just mounted it on this trim piece. This trim piece pops off. So it's not like you're having to drill with it in there. And it was a lot easier to install right here, actually, because I was originally going to put it down here, but it was like the wires weren't long enough, because it tells you to wire it into your reverse lights, which, if you know anything about these cars, your reverse lights are in here, or actually right there on the hatch. So it just made things a lot easier because the wire wasn't very long and stuff. So I just, you know, have all the wires tucked through here, and I couldn't get it in the freaking grommet, so it's kind of just chilling right there, which isn't bad. But, you know, I have it wired through here. And just for reference, these little clips right here, this thing is a pain in the butt to get out because I kind of broke this one. So this thing is just chilling. I've got one on the way ordered, but just be careful with that. It's really difficult to get off. But that's where the backup camera is. At night, it's useless at night. I'm thinking maybe I can get some brighter reverse bulbs and replace those, and maybe that'll make it a little bit better. But at night it's pretty much useless. All right, and the last thing was the like Apple CarPlay and those USBs that I showed you. Got those in and got them installed, and I'm super proud of what me and a buddy did. Shout out to Derek, he helped me install the cameras and then the USBs. So, as you know, there's a car charger in here, and there's also one in the console. So I actually took out the car charger, which I've got it right here. All it is a couple of these little clips right here that just, you know, you push in and then pull it out. And then I unplugged it and stuff, and I replaced it with this. This actually fits perfect right here. You know, there's no gaps in it. It doesn't move, it doesn't spin or anything. So I installed it right there. The top one has the Apple CarPlay dongle attached to it, and then the second one's just a regular USB. But I love that because that creates a clean look. You know, I was either gonna make a hole right here and put it right there, but I was like, you know what, that's not a very clean look. My car has 25,000 miles, and I was like, I don't want to screw anything up. So I didn't do that. I was like, no, I don't need to do that. And I was also going to put it in here, and I was like, well, you know, that's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to try to drill a hole for that thing in there. And then he actually came up with that idea. He said, let's pop off the console, you know, this trim piece and stuff, and see if we can get that out, because there's a car charger in here. So, and there's no really use for one in here and one there. So I was like, you know what, that's an awesome idea. So we did it, and it looks fantastic. I love it. It functions great right there. And it, you know, you can just close it up and it looks factory. Like, that looks awesome. So yeah, this will be the end of this video. Like I said, I'm not going to go through any features or anything like that. If you have any questions at all about this thing, put them in the comments. I know I've said it 50 million times, but in the next month or so, I'll come back with another video answering every single question in the comments and going over some features with this and stuff like that. So put your comments below. I will be answering them. And yeah, appreciate you watching and seeing this process, and I'll see y'all later.